Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yay! Good luck.
Okay, so welcome everybody. My name is Linkus7, and next to me I have.
Stone? Oh, I'm Chrism. Hey.
Yeah. So this is the Luigi run, and I'm gonna be doing the any person category. There is 2 any person categories mainly run in this game. There is the no out of bounds as well. There is a huge game-breaking glitch that I will use in this round, which is an out of bounds glitch, which pretty much takes me from the beginning of the game all the way to the final boss. So I'm pretty much play through the first area of this game, and then I go immediately out of bounds into the last boss. And there will be, very quickly, there will only be about 40 seconds out of bounds time if you do everything perfectly. So I will try and show them off and then describe the glitches afterwards, because there's not much time to talk about it. So, the strategy used for this game to suck up the ghost faster is first use Hidden Mansion, which is a Game Plus file you unlock after beating the first game. And there's different functions you get on Hidden Mansion for the different versions of the game. On the Japanese version, the only difference is that the vacuum has a 1.5 power, while the normal game, or the normal version has 1.0. And then I use a strat with the analog stick. There's 2 different ones. That for every 10 health, I push the analog stick on the opposite direction of where the ghost is going. And that makes me keep up my speed I have while sucking them up to save the frames. So I'm using different setups, standing different places and aiming different spots. If you look at the ghost where it's supposed to be, it won't spawn. So I need to look specific ways and move specific ways after aiming to try and get doubles and triples. Right there I failed one. So normally you would get hit going into a ghost, but for some reason the banana ghost can't actually hit you if you go into it. So I can just knock it into the other one and be able to get both in one. So the whole purpose of going here is because I need to get this key, because the key unlocks a corridor, which the first area boss will be. There's so far only one place known to clip out of bounds, and it's by getting, the only way to get out of bounds in this game is by getting an in-game object to push you. So we need to get behind an object so it can push us. And it so happens that every chest in this game, when they're about to spawn, they actually shade in, they just don't pop in. So what that allows us to do is, when you beat Chauncey, which is the first area boss, the chest will actually be against the wall. It won't be in the middle of the room like now. So I will hold upright, and then you have a super small window to get behind the chest before it fully shades in. So then you can stand in between the chest and the wall before the chest then spawn. So then you're kind of half clipped through the wall, and I will do some interruption with the analog, with the animations by using the analog stick, and that will clip me through. But I'll get to that later. So this corridor pretty much has a family. It has a mom, dad, and a kid. So now I'll get to Baby Rage.
Mario. Baby Rage.
So right now I'll switch to sidestep. There's 2 modes in this game by using the light. So somebody's probably their birthday. So if I, for example, look up and the light is there, if I would start walking down, the flashlight would follow me, and so pretty much the flashlight always looks the same direction Luigi's looking. The difference with sidestep is that it's locked in the way that I need to manually always aim it by using the C-stick. And when I get a glitch later called a skew, I will kind of try and angle Luigi to make his hitbox really weird. And you would actually lose it if you would use normal. So I use the side stuff for that. So right now I'm doing a setup. Normally you're supposed to make so the balls will go all the way back and then they will bounce forward and they can pick them up. But by doing this setup, I can pick it up in midair. And if you wonder why I don't like take him down immediately, this boss has a cap that you can't suck on him for too long, and then he has escapes. We tried to test it, and we got it down to, I believe it's 3 or 4 HP by using frame perfect. So there's absolutely no way to one-cycle him. So we want to release it before 50, because if it's under 50, he'll do an extra cycle. I released him quite early, but hopefully I can still two-cycle him. Okay. So, now I'm gonna hold upright, and I'm gonna get behind the chest, and the crazy part begins. So I'll buffer that, so I hold the vacuum, and during the pullback animation, if you walk forward there, you will the chest will push you out of bounds. And I buffer that because if you if you hold up while holding R, you will actually fall just way through to the down floor, which we don't want to. Oh, so right now I'm in on a floor called 1.5, which is in between 1.2.
The TV seems really dark.
I can really see the TV is really dark. Okay. So I'll explain these glitches later. These are really, really precise.
We've got a $20 donation from Fisherman FV saying, Linkus, when's Outlast speedruns? Seriously though, good luck man. Have fun with 10k viewers. OOB.
That's so lucky. Yeah, I need to.
Oh, you can fix it though. I didn't know that. I thought it was over already now.
No. I was way too late on the Express. It wasn't frame perfect.
That's a better angle.
Okay, so now I'll be going through here, and I'll explain all of this later. Okay. Okay, let's see if I soft lock the game now. Okay, so I hit the cutscene there. So pretty much what I do is I hold C down while you being in the sidestep mode, and when I get hit, if I release C down, I'll keep the angle when it hits me, which will give me a skew. And then I go through the corridor, and if I get scared any place, I will clip in a bounce. And what I do then is I get a skew again, and I go in between 2 walls, and then I pause the game, change to standard, and I hold in between up and upright. I press A to get out of the start menu, and then I need to press X, which is a first person mode, 1 frame after, and then I will fall down to the basement. And then I need to walk outside, and there's a trigger for King Boo saying you don't have enough boost, because normally you will release boost and you need to get at least 40 to finish the game on the anti-SC version.
Whoa. I've never seen the backup before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the backup was found by Sarcry. So I don't need to do like Luke if he fails it.
Yeah.
Although if so when I'm out of bounds then there's the cutscene, and it goes way out of bounds. And also if you walk, in this game, if you walk too much out of bounds, the game will give you a infinite fall, which will make the game soft lock. You will just be soft locked, and you can never get, you can pretty much aim up and down, but that's about it. And I need to walk a specific place, and it's extremely precise, and it's different for every TV, because every TV looks different on every corner. And then I, at a specific spot, pause the game, and I hold in between up and up left. I'll actually just do this. That is a faster setup I do in my world record, or in my world record. But can't now. Yes.
Nice, nice.
So that is really nerve-wracking, and you see that I'm slowly walking up, and then at a specific cue, I pause by pressing the C button. In a normal world record attempt, I would just do, as we call it, YOLO basement. So I would stand at a specific spot, I hold up, and then I need to start sliding the analog stick from up to up left, and it's like a 2-frame window to start sliding the control stick from up to up left, and it's around a 3-frame window to hit up left. And so it's a extremely hard trick, and there's on pretty much every single record round will die there. So right now I'm at the final boss because I got past every trigger from King Boo. And this boss was considered to be 3-cycle only. And then a tester by the name of Clydestorm, he tested it, and he was able by testing the fight to actually get a 2-cycle on this boss. And then Luke got on the case, and he attempted it, and he got the so-called Luke cycle, which was able to 2-cycle it on console. And then when I picked up this game 2 years ago, I was really bad at a so-called boost strat, so I wanted to do an old strat, which is this one, and then when I got quite a lot of health, I started doing a new one because I was bad at it and I didn't want to risk it. And it just so happened to be able to do a 2-cycle extremely consistently, and we still use that setup after 2 years. But just me doing a mistake because I was bad. So the goal is to get him under 250 there, and then I need to do that twice. So if I get this, it's really good. And it's RNG based as well. Time.
Nice. Damn.
Yeah. So there's one trick I didn't do in the speedrun. There was if you saw when I clicked out of bounds, I just walked in a spot that looks like a soft lock for about 10 seconds. And for about a year ago, I found a task strat on emulator, which was the door skip. And it's RNG based, and it's extremely hard. It's really difficult. And after a while, I got a really optimized record. But the V-Man then, V-Man 3000, he got a bad area 1, and he was kind of like, what, let's just do this strat. And he was able to pull off the task strat in a run. So he has a really cool record of that by getting the door skip. So shout out to them. The world record isn't fully optimized now. We can probably save it down another 3 seconds. But yeah, so that's Luigi's Mansion for you. Hope you enjoyed.
It was good.
Should we switch to Galaxy?
Yeah.